Fred Ricciani of the Sports Courier. I have on the line a very special guest. He is rap great Joell Ortiz. Joell, how are you doing today?
How you doing, man? I'm good, man. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate the time, man. Now, Slaughterhouse, they're in the news. You guys got an album coming out soon. Can you let fans know when it's going to drop?
At the moment, we don't have a release date to announce, but what I will let the fans know is that the album is fantastic. It's executive produced by Just Blaze and been worked on with the likes of A-Rap Music, Justice League, Cardiac, Ill Mind, and man, it's going to be a refreshing piece of work when it does hit the market. Believe me.
Yeah, it is titled Glass House. It is highly anticipated, and obviously, I'm sure it's going to be kick-ass like your other albums, but how different is it from your past releases?
Well, I feel like this release, when we approached the music, we kind of got really personal on this one. You know, so many things have happened in each one of the members' lives. I mean, I've went through a whole little transformation as far as health and fitness, and you know, gave up smoking and drinking and things of that nature. I mean, Joe has went sober, Royce has went sober, Crook has been taking part in so many business endeavors. So Slaughterhouse as a unit, we changed. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about some of those things, but more importantly, I feel like this album we rap as one. Like it's not, you know, we all have our different contributions as solo artists and solo energies, but we all rap as one. Like Slaughterhouse, for the first time, in my opinion, feels like one artist, and it's going to come across like that.
That's great. And you mentioned your health now. I mean, you've lost a ton of weight. I mean, you're looking jacked up these days. Was it as simple as just giving up smoking and changing your diet, or did it take more than that?
Well, to be honest with you, it's a complete chance. It takes a lot more than that. I mean, it started September 3rd of 2012. You know, I woke up hungover, you know, not feeling good, just tired of being tired of, you know, not being at my best and knowing that I had to make some changes. So I went cold turkey from there with the cigarettes and drinking and stuff. And then I hit the gym, you know what I'm saying? I hit the gym and I started, you know, shredding that excess weight and getting all those toxins out of my body. And, you know, I curbed my diet. It wasn't intense in the beginning. I just curbed it and watched out for carbs and calorie counted and things of that nature. And then it sort of turned into this, you know, just get to the best you can possibly be. And that's when I, like, you know, totally eliminated, you know, the eating after 8 p.m. and, you know, went a little bit more tougher and increased my cardio and, you know, really, you know, took heed to healthy living. So, I mean, I feel good. You know what I mean? People are telling me I look great. I just want to maintain this healthy life and this healthy mind and spirit.
And I'm assuming, I guess there's no secret other than just hard work and, you know, really being disciplined.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I know you know, you see these infomercials and you see these workout DVDs and these different things. This will do it, and this supplement and this, that, and the third. But if you diet and you exercise, yeah, it's inevitable that you're gonna get healthy. So, you know, you however you want to go about doing that, you know, that's up to you. But, you know, simple mathematics will tell you if you burn more than you take in, you lose. And if you eat well and fuel your body, it'll look the best.
Absolutely. And the last 5-6 years, though, you and the crew that have been together, I feel like, I mean, obviously as a collective, you guys are great. And Slaughterhouse, individually, you're great as well. And the ironic thing, I think, with all of you is that for a while, you guys were perceived as kind of, I don't want to say under the radar, but underrated and maybe not as well known in the mainstream as you should have been. Now looking back at the success individually and collectively, how has life changed for you besides the obvious financial gain?
The obvious financial, whatever. To be honest with you, man, it's just like, you know, in my solo ventures, like I had 2 record deals, one with Dr. Dre on Aftermath, and one with E1, formerly known as Koch. And you know, the one with Aftermath, it was short-lived, you know, because of a business decision of mine back then to try to seize the moment while I was young and hungry and super hot, and I just thought, you know, I was in such a rush to come out on a major. I was just like, just to drop a project in general that I asked Dr. Dre to be released from that. So I never really had the major label experience. I just, was signed there for a quick second. And then I released with E1, which is an indie. And then, when you get to Shady, when I got to Shady, it was the first time that, essentially the first time that I ever had a major record deal and got to see how it works and got to see the platforms they put you on and got to see the levels of marketing and promotion that a major can assist you with. So, I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, like, there's just a bigger push because there's a bigger machine. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to indie, it's small. There's it's not as many outlets. There's not as much money involved. There's not as a big of collective of relationships. And, it's just it's a total different ball game. But, I'm currently working on a solo album as well as, because I feel like the Slaughterhouse album is, like, I would say done. We work to the whistle, but it could come out tomorrow. But so I've been focusing on my solo joint and just trying to figure out now, because I know what a major feels like, and I also know how indies work. But I also do know that with the internet and social media and things like that, artists now have the outlet to work as a major. So, I always told myself, after the Slaughterhouse stuff and I got back to solo stuff, I would pursue a major deal, and that might not be the case. I may just want to just do this independently, focus on my Yawa Army, and just knock it out that way, because I feel like I can do, I can do the job of a major, maybe not financially and maybe not as spread out, but I can definitely concentrate on my hardcore audience and, like, take advantage of that.
And do you think the internet now benefits artists more than it did, say, a decade ago, not just with iTunes, but with the reach? I mean, fans in general, whether they want to listen to a specific kind of music or watch a particular series,
Absolutely.
it's easier for them to just find what they're looking for.
Absolutely, absolutely. The internet made everyone a neighbor. You know what I'm saying? There's, it's like, and it also gives everyone a chance to listen to their favorite artist with a click. You know what I'm saying? Like, as back in the days, it was like, come on, man, you're not playing my dude on the radio. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I gotta just, live off these tapes, whatever stuff he's put out, like right now, like, as to where now, or, you just give it a click, new freestyle vibe, so-and-so, and yeah, like, you could, there's kids that don't listen to the radio at all. Like, there's no need to. They just totally abandon that, and they're just like, all right, the hip hop website, whether it's the Rap Radar or, World Star or whatever, or whoever it might be, they're clicking on there and they're listening to their favorite artist. So it also gives the artist a chance to connect tighter with their audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, really have that one-on-one and make them feel like a part of projects and make them feel like they're truly supporting the artist and not the label that the artist is on. So it's just been a beautiful thing, especially for independent artists.
Now, I'm a little biased here because I'm also from the New York area, and I like to think of New York as the media hub of the world and hip-hop hub of the world. And I'm just curious on your thoughts of the current state of the New York rap scene. Obviously, a decade or so ago, you came up, guys like Saigon came up, Jay Mills, Papoose. You did pretty well for yourself, obviously. Is there anybody right now in New York City that's coming up that you think we'll be talking about in a couple years?
To be honest with you, like, I have to be completely honest with you, like, I've been so focused on Slaughterhouse. I've been so focused on getting my mind right, my health right, and things in my personal. It's been a real selfish time for me. I'm usually a listener and usually a scout for talent, and I usually can make that call. Like, trust me, I'm telling you, it's this kid. But I haven't got a chance. It would be unfair if I gave my opinion because I haven't really had a chance to zone into anybody in the last 2 to 4 years. So I don't know. But what I will say, and of course I have to say this, is I'm still the illest dude. It's like, as a New Yorker, I'm sorry, I have to do that. I'm still the illest dude, and my album is about to be very, very, very talked about, let's to say the least. Like, I put a lot into this. There's so much growth for me as an artist. I mean, the story. There's a story there that I'm telling now. I've been seeing things a lot more clearer with this healthy mind. It's a bunch. I hate to shift it back to me, but I mean, I fight for New York. I'm a New York soldier. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the front line for New York and New York music and New York sound. So until I lay my sword down, I feel like I'm the best thing that New York's going to see.
Hey, well said, man. And sometimes you got to do you, right? I mean, it's obviously working. So
you know it. Thank you.
And before we let you go, man, I really do appreciate the time. Any upcoming appearances and events you got on your schedule?
Right now I have a show in Orlando March 1st in Liquid Nightclub. And then me and the Slaughter we're gonna make some announcements. We'll be out in South by Southwest next month. So, you know, still moving about, still making it happen, and then solo stuff soon to come. Everybody can check me out at Joel Ortiz on Twitter, JoellOrtiz, at Joel Ortiz on Instagram, and more announcements coming soon. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to the albums dropping.
All right, bro.